Them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure eight when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need the weight. If you get it, off the plate. Wanna run it up, turn it up all night. If the lights went down, get you keep it, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When we're talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. 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 Come on, baby, what you tryna do? I'm tryna pull up on you like a drive-thru. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two. Yeah, he buy me Givenchy dresses and feed me breakfast. Immaculate, loving when he show affection. The balcony, over like stretching. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on it. Got all these boys mad cause I passed on it. I'm a flop. Come on, baby, spin a bag on it. Yeah, we so extra, feeling like young in the rest. All night. If the lights went down, get you keep it, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When we're talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple.
Now the snow is certainly coming down as we get things teed up here in Chicago. And here we go from Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
That's caught, Keenan Allen. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the pistol, Williams. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him a bunch of yards back, 9 on that play, and it's 2nd and 6.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And he gets him around 6 there. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. 1st down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started. It's hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively. And this defense, better find some answers for this playmaker.
It's no good. Perhaps the snow making things a little difficult for him there as that one winds up off the mark. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, Williams. Allen on the catch. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Cuts it to the right sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Chicago 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they take him down right along the 30. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Got Everett, and it's complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He keeps it and takes off. We will not get another play in here. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. 1st and goal, Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Williams from the gun. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Deontay Hardy to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Henry gets it here to start the drive. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another run for Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Lamar now from the gun. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down, here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He's now up to 7 catches in this first half. Quite the pace that he set for himself. Let's see if he can keep this up and just how many catches he can haul in before this one's over. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1. Trying down the middle with Henry. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. It's inside the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Quick.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked by T.J. Edwards.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Going to run again with Swift. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 6 yards on the run. That sets up 4th and 3. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Winford 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
From the 40 on second down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. From the red zone now. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. First down throw by Williams. Komet brings it in. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, Shaq. Let go.
Working from the gun, Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. Back to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's low and bounces short of his man. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Reports.
The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens send they'll get this drive started. First and 10. They send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with Henry, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. Turning to Henry on third. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They run it with King Henry. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Gervon Dexter escorted him to the ground. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
Here's Swift to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running with Swift out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And that's incomplete. He's gonna wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still gonna bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Punt meets him at the 28. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the gun, Jackson gets this one to Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Trying to work quickly now. Jackson now on 3rd. Andrews with the catch. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Jackson's going to throw again. Completed to Flowers. And he gets this forward to the 19. And that gets him to double digits with his 10th reception of the game. They've kept him about as busy as they could all contest. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jackson yet again. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Lamar throwing again. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
And again, it's Jackson. Has it in close. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Trying to run with Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Let's go now. Go.
First down, Williams. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
Let's go.
Williams from the gun. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give for Henry. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Hey, middle.
Lamar now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Running this with Henry. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Jackson getting his guys in the hurry up. They'll motion a tight end left. A give to Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
13.
First down, Baltimore.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Ravens holding a 10-point lead. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Lamar. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Hey, middle.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And it's no good. Perhaps the snow making things a little difficult for him there as that one winds up off the mark. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down after a short gain. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here he is to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. This throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Ready?
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play.
Here we go.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Okay, partner, in that spot, you know you got to go for it there. Make it a one-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for 2?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. Yeah, we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 two-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
Setting up to pass. He's got Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Change it.
Here he is to throw. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now it's second down. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw it. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away.
That field goal really would have put the final nails in the coffin, but now this defense, they're going to need to make one more stop to officially close this one out.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Go.
Williams set to pass. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners, as we say.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect. I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me. Feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings. They on me. They rain. Yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rim. Came in all black to that. I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra. I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. God want these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact it? Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Now Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Henry again on 2nd down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll try the right side with Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run. It's Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Jet.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first. Here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Rodgers now to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Hall. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second down, they go again with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it again with Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Henry up the middle. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A give running right is Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. They'll give to Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing for the Yall route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Davis will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41. And quickly they get to the line. A give to Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Touchdown! Zay Flowers from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same.
It's caught inside the 25.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 5, a little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Pass complete, it's likely. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Hold on, ready? No, we changed it.
Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Jackson. Crossing route, he finds likely. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. 1st and goal. One last shot for Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field, and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run. It's Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, Henry. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Paul on a give up the middle. Powers through. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll go again with Hall. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
That's good for a Jets.
Rodgers now to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Allen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Samuel Aguavin makes the stop. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Now a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
Hey, report.
Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back out. And after starting the game with 2 INTs, you remember, he got back on the beam with a touchdown pass on their previous drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
BC, ready? Ready!
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Yeah, he'll find Hall, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Ravens offense and receivers Zay Flowers set to take over once more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Jackson throwing once more. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22 here, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Henry again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw again is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Straight ahead is Hall. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Henry out of the pistol. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And New York set to take the field. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now it's Rodgers. Out right, he's got Ruckert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And to get deep on me here, I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Rodgers going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Here's second down. Rodgers to throw once more. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with Hall. A little juke, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now Rodgers. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing. Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. Jackson. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7. A little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
and you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Rodgers to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now is Jackson. That is intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Here comes 2nd down. One final try now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor deep.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your team's levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape. I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing else to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how snow gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Hurts working in the pistol. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage? The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. Hardy now with the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll go again here with Henry. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formation, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So after 1, 6-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. This is Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's going to be taken down. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Now Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
No touch that. No touch that.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No touch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Hey, 73, 73.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Here's 3rd and 2. On the ground, Gainwell. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
No touch that.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
No touch that. No touch.
Here's Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Second and 7. Man in motion is Brown. Again, Hurts. He's got it at the 7. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hurts will try it again. He'll tuck, and he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are in the lead by the score of 13-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Jackson up top again. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Again, it's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. One final throw before the break. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
With the score, Ravens 14,
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. A 1st down there on a pickup of 17.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Henry. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 1st and goal, and it's Henry. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down. Off the play fake, Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Sims now to return it. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. On the give, here's Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. 3rd and 5. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. His offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Report.
2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's got another one. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So, these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Kenneth Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and a yard.
Great, set.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the handoff, it's Henry. On fourth down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This one from 43 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. The ball's out. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now it's Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Point after now from Tucker. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. First and 10.
No touch it. No touch it. No touch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Great, set.
On first down, it's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air again. Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On first and 10, Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jackson now on second down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
A first down throw for Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down. Jackson up top again, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about every... Wrong, a big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They were able to handle the elements. They're going to wind up victorious here in the snow. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Share they G, put a friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My thing Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I till I can't even. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up, just stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Up in a. What you gonna do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we fixing my brand. How you want a positive, no more cash. Red like yellow, like green, like gold. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. None of my bitches be your home. And I I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Up in a stunt. Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about. I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way. I know some got baptized. Guys, they can't put the drill in the way. Had to part ways with the sad vibe. Bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my I lose, my grandmother canceled. Why me, God, I need answers. Why young straight out Atlanta? Why the judge and the cops trying to jam us? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me, God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get canceled. Pinky ring and it cost me a phantom. The witness, the evidence tampered. Dirty money, the safest to hamper. Yeah, my a star and I stamped her. P.E. Jordan 3, this a sampler. I don't wanna do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta if it's me or you. He got fire, I got fire, lighter fluid. Gotta wait from the haters, say hallelujah. Be crazy, be the closest to you. It's okay, cause they know that I come to do it. Hold your VO for Virgil, exclusive Louis. I hit a Ewing, wrist hitting and glisten the movies. If you smoke at the door, then I'm tending to it. Watch when I step here, come my belt. Angel on my shoulder, but the devil on the left. I got a meal, not a meal from a shelf. I do it alone, I own myself. Stay home for you, don't get playing dirty here below my belt. I'ma get the bad, do the show myself. I had to show myself. Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way. I filled up the crib with cars, alls with art and all. I'm still having space. Got a particular taste. Picky eater, I guess. But I'm some stuff in my face. She got a natural rap like a natural do like the she don't like. I was outside of the building, I'm on in the spot when it be there, you gotta have faith. I'm in a minute, I said ever since we lost bro, it ain't really much more I can take. But 10 when it's late, mama told me to pray, I do that cause you know I can play. You felt the fill up for real, we got rise in the back, but you know we ain't coming to play. You be up playing the States, I be up playing abroad with the mates. Make room on my plate, I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste, I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate, we talking about I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Hey, Big Daddy, where you going? Call me Flo Millie, I be flowing, yeah. Skinny, thick pockets on Samoans. Woo! I be really rapping, I be damn. Michael Jackson, I'm the baddest, Around here, might go get it tatted, yeah. Say the magic, what? Pretty little thing getting ratchet, yeah. Told me that I couldn't, oops, I did it. it again. I don't like you, I don't wanna pretend. If he ain't spending money, I just go with the friend. If you can give me dollars, give me pound, give me in. Purple, black, Maybach, yeah, that's me. That ain't free. Ain't dead to me, R.I.P. That yo, she ain't me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? If I wanna test me, I ace it. I don't wait for nobody, I'm impatient. Trip off who? I'm on vacation. I pop when I do it, I'm flagrant. Never is out bake. Please don't compare me to that's basic. The money only thing I'm chasing. Body snatch, you know I'm Debbie Caking. Men like to talk it, I hate it. Ain't hindered, I erase it. New money, many outdated. If he say he don't love me, that's hatred. Call me Miss, pull up in the latest. Double R truck, backseat, too spacious. Cartier braces, big faces. 5,500 when I pay for my laces. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me?
Missing every shot I take. Watch my chances always slip.
show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them teaming with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, and lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She gotta make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing nails, painting nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them
brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so knowing the
bands of the
I caught her door back with a 50. She wanted the. She said, oh, about to make me cancel this Zell. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll.
Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to moving silence like you don't know what I style is. New York, the wildest. My dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we. Let me find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes.
Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll.
Yo, is y'all people crazy? Be crazy. Stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'ma pull papers. It's
them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act for it and you got it. Had it, shoulda shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, then I rip. This one here, I flick. No, when I kick, gonna be some slick. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door. With that. Now it's time for bed. 2 more today. Got the floor blown. Yeah, that. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. They never did to me. Can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them groove. Got them all like, ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind on get prime. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my way. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and fishing this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence.
Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jump, up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles, all the ops gonna pout. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build, with the plan to the steps.
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some bad foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, Neo praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this me go riding for it. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tucked. Say she feel a little nigga, try love. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his hands squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
I stay, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, It's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Up in the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we are grateful to be up here today because, well, it's been raining pretty heavily all day, and that's certainly going to make it challenging to operate if you're either one of these offenses, Brock.
Yeah, I think that...
Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're underway at Hard Rock. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
2nd and 3 now. From the 31. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a short gain of 1. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Tagovailoa off the play fake. This one finds Barrios. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tua now from the gun. Completes this one to Hill. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Achane running to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Running once more with Henry. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Called that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Lamar now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. Like the quarterback in particular.
Yep.
Right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan. Another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Get set. Out, get down. Out.
Now Tua to throw. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
So no return on that punt. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We've finished one quarter. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 2nd and 3. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36.
That's good. For a
44. Ready.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
Waddle now in motion right. Has room inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Sending a receiver left. Achan punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get the game's first points here in the second. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Sanders all set to send it away. Deontay Hardy to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Another run for Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. One of the tight ends in motion left. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Finding Flowers. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Henry on second. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They run it with King Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Jackson throwing here. Caught near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And now they have a 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
This one is up and good. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
They're right here. Out.
Tua out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 13-yard line.
Get safe. Go ahead.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. That brings us to halftime, and these teams locked up on the scoreboard. It's a 7-7 ball game. Now we'll send you up to Orlando, our studios there, for Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Going with King Henry here. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Running this with Henry. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One of the tight ends motioning left. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. 1st down, and they go back to Henry. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Changing it up here. Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Miami offense headed out there now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that. I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Handoff headed right to Henry. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Jackson looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Caught by Flowers. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Lamar throwing again. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. So we're through 3 here. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line. But this...
Oh, he lost the football! Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Dolphins got it! It's a foot race! The 40! At the 20! And Miami returns this to the end zone! Touchdown! The Dolphins now trail by just a point in the 4th. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. He's got Andrews. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's Henry on the carry. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Now a run with Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They run. Here's Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Sending the tight end in motion left. Turning to Henry on third. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Ravens in range for a game-winning score.
Don't worry.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens jump in front late. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the 4th. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. This finds Smith. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Able to find Achan. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He's got Smith. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he lost the football. And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here.
Ready.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. Here's a give for Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They'll motion a tight end left. Running once more with Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Completed Intended to Flowers. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Miami.